Hey everyone, welcome to my office. This is my front door, and as you can tell, this window is boring. Snooze fest. So, we are going to be testing out these Moodclue liquid chalk markers. There are 12 that come in this packet, and these are perfect for things like windows or glass, chalkboards, whiteboards, mirrors, anything along those lines. They're super easy to use. You just shake them up, you press until the paint goes down to the end, and then you're ready to start going to town. Now, these have a really cool, fun, special feature. Are you ready? Let's check it out. First, let's look at all these colors. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Look at that. You've got neon yellow, you've got dark blue, pink, green, black, purple, brown, white, orange, red, light blue, a grayish kind of silver color. There's so many colors. Okay, next, you're going to look at a really cool feature. So, with this, the point has a dual feature. Look at that. There's version 1 and version 2. So you've got two different ways that you can be able to use these markers. You've got a round tip or a chisel tip. Is that not the coolest? There's two different options for you to be able to use, and it's so easy. Look at that. You just whoop, whoop, flip it around however you need it. Okay. And then, like I said, you're going to kind of pump it. We're going to flip it and we're going to pump until the paint comes down to the end. Now, always remember, if you're struggling, you shake it really, really well. I shook these beforehand, but we'll do it again. So you shake it and you can start to see all that paint coming down to the tip. Okay, so come color a window pane with me because I am tired of this boring glass. So we are going to attempt to make a really cool stained glass kind of geometric shape. And we're going to see what happens. So come along for the ride. We are just going to simply draw some different triangles and fill up this window pane. I want to make sure that I do this while I'm filling one area in that it is wet. You don't want to like fill in a small section and then let it dry and then try and come back and go back over it. Otherwise it does get a bit scratchy. So like I want to fill the whole triangle while it's wet and then move on to the next shape. I do a bunch of different types of triangles to, like I said, create kind of like a window of geometric shapes and a bunch of fun, different, cool colors. But as you can tell, it is just going on there really nice and smooth. I love that. Look how bright that green is. Oh my goodness. That is so, so bright. Isn't that amazing? This stuff does dry pretty quickly, so you won't have to wait long to be able to see your kind of final piece. And it's really cool at the end when you are done, or if you've made a mistake, it's super easy to be able to take. Like I said, you can do it dry or with a damp cloth, but you can take just like a dry paper towel and wipe the whole thing away and it'll be like it never happened. But remember, when you're starting off with a brand new marker, shake it first, and then you're going to press until all that paint comes down to the tip. And you can see it coming down there. I'm going to do like a rectangle now, going all the way across. Look at that neon yellow. That's just as bright as that green. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Look at how pretty that is. But you can do this really quickly. As you can tell, like we've already finished almost half the little window piece here. And it's just looking so nice. I love this. I love being able to find different ways to express my creativity, and being able to draw on windows and or mirrors is going to be a fun way to do that. Oh, remember, two tips. We have our chisel and our round. So I want to use the round tip. So next we're going to use this really neon pink. Ooh. Look at how bright that is. What a pretty neon orange too. Oh my goodness. Check it out. Okay, so this is a very metallic style gray, which is awesome. It is a really bright, like kind of silvery gray, which is a really cool color. Okay, and then once we have this section complete, this top part, I'm actually going to write. So in my office, we call it the she shed. And so I am going to write she shed up at the top. So this is my little she shed. How fun is that? So what's nice is that like this is already dry. So like I said, this stuff dries really quick. That's dry, that's dry. The green is already dry. Like I can tell the yellow is dry. The orange and the pink and the silver, they're almost dry, but you can see how fast that stuff dried. And then look at how cool that is. Okay, now, like I said, if you're like, oh crap, I made a mistake. And you need to fix something. Look how easy this is to wipe right off. Look at that. It's like it never happened. It's gone. I didn't even have to use anything wet. I just used a dry paper towel and it wiped it right off. So I'll put it back because I like it. So if you are looking for a really cool way to be able to just use your creativity on any type of glass, mirrors, whatever it may be, check out these Moodclue liquid chalk markers in this 12-pack today.